episode 1491 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. You know, I've decided to announce for President of the United States. I may be the only person in the country who hasn't announced for the Democratic nomination for president, so I just thought I would do it on today's show. But I can't get on the debates. I need people to send me money. Well, it's a nice story. It got Soupy Sales in trouble. I'm not going to ask you for money. You know this is a gag, right? And today's show, very simply, is about what usually gets in the way of people doing a career pivot, like me running for president. Hope you find this helpful and give it a great review in Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever you listen to the show, Spotify, iHeartRadio, everywhere. It just lets people know that the show is helpful. And I'll also say, if you'd like my help in a job search, listen to the end of the show. There are multiple ways I can help you. Just listen, take action on what you think makes the most sense. And with that, let's get going.
You know, I've gotten a couple of questions from people recently about career changing or career pivoting and, looking for advice given the fact that they don't know what to do next. And each of them has a different story about what their problem is. But usually it translates into, I don't know what to do next. They list a bunch of conditions that the new role has to meet, or else they can't do it. And I think the biggest thing that I think most people struggle with in making the career shift is they want certainty. They want the certainty that all the I's will get dotted, all the T's will be crossed. They've got this huge list of requirements. And sorry, folks, it doesn't work that way. There is going to be a risk that you're going to need to take in order to do something else. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not saying leap from a frying pan into a fire. And there are ways to mitigate risk. Part of the way of doing that is to talk to people who are doing the kinds of things that intrigue you or interest you or float your boat. That gives you a certain amount of information that allows you to feel more comfortable. But ultimately, there's a time in your life where you're going to have to just take a deep breath and make the leap. I know how hard it was for me as I was approaching the change from doing executive search into career coaching. I'd done search for so long. I'm extremely good at it. And it was hard. I knew my income was going to change. I knew my workday was going to change. I knew the way my status was going to be seen differently. It was complicated for me. I remember being on a call with a coach of mine who basically helped me through this transition. It was really my fear. You're going to have your version of this. And as much as I knew about coaching from talking to people, I'm still afraid of making the leap, and I suspect you will be as well. The question is, all these voices in your head that tell you all the requirements, some of those requirements are perfectly valid. You don't want your kids to suffer. I got it. Even if you have to do something on the side to support yourself while you're doing this other thing or experimenting with this other thing, do it. Find out more about the new career. Do some testing that makes suggestions to you of areas of exploration. But if you keep throwing up one roadblock after another to get in the way of making your change, you're just going to stay miserable. And there's no amount of certainty that anyone can give you. I want you to hear that again. There's no amount of certainty that anyone can give you that the next thing you go to is going to be exactly perfect. It wasn't right in this profession when you started off. And if you talk to people in other fields, there's always an issue somewhere along the line that gets in the way of perfection. Don't expect perfection, expect improvement, and you will be a lot happier. Hope you found this helpful. Remember, there's always risk. There is always risk in something new that you do. And no amount of preparation is going to be complete until you take the leap.
So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few more ways to get more from me. First of all, visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I have more than 6,000 blog posts there that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find your next job. If you want the best of my advice, join JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I've curated information with a focus on interviewing. If you decide to take the lifetime membership at the site, it's $299 currently, but that's the price of a coaching session or an hour of coaching from me, and I'll be giving that to you if you join with a lifetime membership. Have a few questions? Contact me through the Magnify app for iOS or PrestoExperts.com, where you can call me. Schedule a specific time with me through chat on Magnify or by connecting with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Once we're connected on LinkedIn, you can message me about coaching you, scheduling a time for Magnify or Presto Experts, speak with me about a resume or LinkedIn profile critique, help you with a salary negotiation or my trusted advisor services, and much, much more. Like you, I don't work for free. I do charge for what I do. You can take my classes on Skillshare and become a premium member using the link in the show notes and receive 2 months for free instead of just the one that the site offers. Skillshare offers thousands and thousands of courses, not just simply mine, on a host of different subjects that can help you in many different ways. Lastly, join my group on Facebook called Career Angles. It's free to the first 250 people who join and is focused on helping you do better at work. Information is shared daily, and we're attempting to build a supportive group there. Ask to join. I'm not letting recruiters in at this point. So I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Be great!